first thoughts were that would probably be terrifying or nerve-wracking or embarrassing. And amazingly, I really did enjoy it. It's great, even though some people are not very receptive. It's really a joyful thing to meet and to talk to people about what we believe. I'm always tempted to imagine how things are going to be received, but so often surprised at how well certain things are received, or when you contact someone, when you knock on their door and they come, and if you smile and start talking to them, people are really very often very open and very curious, and coming door to door isn't always welcome. Sometimes it's a bad time to talk, but a lot of people are actually very friendly, very curious, a little surprised to see someone come to the door, and it's fun to talk with them.
I'm kind of an introvert, so I had to go out into public and talk to people I don't know about Jesus, and to me that's very difficult. The first time I tried to go door to door, I was so nervous about it, I got sick, and I couldn't go. And I told Todd, I said, I don't think I can do this. This just isn't me. And he said, yeah, it's okay. You can do the visiting. So the next time I had a visit, I was supposed to go visiting somebody with Todd, and they didn't answer the door. So Todd and I are standing there, and we're going, okay, these people don't want to visit. And I said, well, I'm here in town. Why don't we try doing some door-to-door while I don't have time to think about it so we can break me in? So we did some door-to-door, and I kind of got through that first hump. And it was hard for me to go up and knock on a door, and it was hard for me the second time, and it's still hard for me. But I was kind of mentioning how hard it was for me the other day, and Brother Guadalupe said to me, Anne, you got to think of yourself as one of the apostles. He said, they did hard things too. And he said, every time you go up to a door and you are doing what you don't want to do, but you're doing it for Jesus, you die to yourself, you offer yourself to Jesus. And he said, the more you do that, the more the Holy Spirit will come down upon you, and the better you're going to be at evangelizing. It's great because I really need to do something for Jesus, and this gives me a format in which to do it.
I was nervous going door to door. I've heard some interesting stories. My father, he was not a Catholic, but he went door to door when he was younger, and he had nothing but negative stories to tell me, so I was a little nervous. But I think preparing myself in prayer and, having an idea of what I was going to say and having the backing of the Legion and the church, it's been a very fulfilling experience. We have a lot of indifference here in Portland, but it's not unusual to find someone that's interested and that actually wants to talk about it, and that can be very, very rewarding, and you could potentially play a part in God's salvation plan for someone that you wouldn't have expected.
I'm a born people pleaser, I think, like many of us who don't want to get into anyone's way or to impose our own viewpoints on others. And upon first hearing that was what we were doing, I was very nervous. I wasn't sure I would be up for it. And I thought that possibly the rejection or sometimes hostility that we would encounter could even be harmful to my spiritual life. But I found that it's exactly the opposite. And we receive great graces of consolation, even in rejection. And I found that my spiritual life is stronger than ever by being a part of the Legion and completing these works.